Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing another live stream. Nice. Thank you to Andy for buying me a coffee. It's been a while. I'm still thinking of doing a fundraising live stream for my friend's cat's vet bill, which is 1,500 quid. Yikes. I don't know how I feel about that, though. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. I haven't decided yet. So, excuse me whilst I chew. I have some fragrances to unbox with you, friends. A little haul. Just a little haul, though. Oh, I'm enjoying this hydration. Welcome to one and all. How are we? Galen, Andy, DJ, Dev, Baroli, Margie, Peo Bengtson, Dusan, Andrej, Kratos, and Germs. How are you? I feel like it's been a few days since I've done a stream. It feels like a while. I haven't done one since me and Eugene did the 4-hour leather live stream. The 4-hour leather live. What a stream that was. Dear God. I was tired. I was wrecked the next day. I woke up the next day and I was like, oh, I'm fucked. Why? Remember, hadn't taken any drugs, hadn't drank, hadn't done anything else that was fun apart from stream with Eugene for 4 hours solid ish. 3 hours and 40. At that point, it's as near as makes no difference. Like, I defy you to stream for 3 hours and 40 minutes talking about perfumes. I was knackered like at the end. I hope you have enjoyed this stream. Margie has picked up her dog from the groomer and is ready to chill a bit. I was expecting Guerlain Cuir de Russie. I didn't have a bottle. If I had a bottle of that, it could very well have been top. What a fragrance that is, by the way. I would love a bottle of that. That is like, it's not that it's holy grail, it's that it's like, I'm not even sure like they exist in the wild anymore. I think it may be extinct. An extinct fragrance, friends. Rich starting off with the munchies. I've got some mini eggs. I had most of them before I started, but I've got like one left. So sorry about that. Rich needs a lab-grown Cuir de Russie. I mean, I've got the Chanel one, but it misses that gargantuan iris. Scent of the day is on taste. My scent of the day is Iquitos. Fabulous. Lovely fragrance. Haven't worn it very much this autumn and winter. A couple of years ago, I couldn't stop wearing it. You know? Could not stop myself. And this year, I've just been wearing other things. I'm going to have to start tallying up my most worn fragrances, like, you know, of the... You'll get that video in a week or two's time. Most worn fragrances of autumn and winter 22, 23. That'll be a big shift. A big unit. Evening, Joe. How are they? I didn't get your perfume out today. I will have it out to you soon. I have, on the other hand, been buying a Guerlain. I bought a bottle of Guerlain Louis in the little black bottle. I don't know what to do with it. It came up, I've wanted one. I should have got one when it was cheap, you know. I should have got one when it was cheap, but I paid about 70 quid for it, 80 quid for it, something like that. Oh, the misery. Woof. I did get my samples of Les Innomitables. What did you think? Louis is apparently still in the catalogue. Yeah, it is. Yeah, they've put the price through the roof, like. Oh, I'm tired, man. Had a bit of a nightmare today. One of my tyres exploded on the motorway. Excuse me. One of my tyres exploded upon the motorway, which means I had to change the tyre, which has caused great consternation to my spine. And I took it to the garage to get like 2 new front tyres, because I've got a front wheel drive car, and they've got these all season tyres on, Michelin Cross Climate tyres. They're fucking immense, right? And that caused great consternation to my wallet. That was pain and suffering, I can tell you. It was too much. It was too much, my friends. It was too much. I do not recommend it to you. Buying new tyres. I've spent a lot of money on that car. Like, I want at least another 3 years out that car after all this money I've spent on it. Excuse me whilst I chew. It's despicable, really. But yes, I have some... I will unbox a haul for you in this stream if this is the type of thing you're into. And hopefully it is. I've got some great scents here. Absolutely tremendous scents here. As Ramsey would say, they are deep, deep into ram duck territory. They are well within the borders of the state of ram duck. This is a haul from a Nuge, who, it has just occurred to me, I have not let him know that I've received this. So I shall have to do just that as soon as he arrives. If he does arrive, he might be busy. We forget this, you know, with a Nuge on all the streams and everything like that. He's got a life, you know, like we all have, away from the stream. Well, I say we all have, some of us don't. So, anything interesting happening in Fragcom at the minute? Nah, I can't even do that. I simply do not care, if I'm being honest. Unless it's somebody who I'm directly friends with, I'd bothered I ain't, you know. I was going to say, Rich, speak for yourself. Yeah. Listen, I'm a collector. That's what I do. I was talking to a guy today. And he was like, oh, I'm like retiring in March, like properly. He was like, but I've got 2 pensions. I was like, 2 pensions? So what the fuck are you doing? I saw that video, Joe. Are we collectors or hoarders? I think it's straddling a fine line. I know someone with 6 pensions, Mitch. Christ. I once got 70 fragrances in a haul, didn't I? Can you remember that? Jesus. What a haul it was, though. Bella, Hobby Collectors. Louis, is it discontinued? It is. It's under a different name and a very different price these days. It's a carnation fragrance, though. It's a spicy carnation fragrance, and I'm banging into carnation. I've got a fragrance by Serge Lutens called Vitriol de Toilette, and it is glorious. It's a proper Serge Lutens floral. Does anyone know the Fragcom company for fraternizing policy? I don't know what that means. I know someone with 6 pensions. Sorry, that's affected my insides. Like, wow. I got a feeling there, a twang, a tingle. He damn with 6 pensions. I'm not even sure I've got one. I should really sort out my pension situation. Pardon me whilst I hydrate. Did you try the new Serge Lutens? No, but I'm interested to try it, to be honest with you. Sorry, I'm just rehydrating. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Me. Sorry. I don't know, I'm feeling a little... Ooh. I do wish I'd started a pension when I was younger, that's for sure. Tobacco, rum, wood, smoke. Would it? Would tobacco, rum, smoke? Cacao. Cacao. The new search has all the notes people gush over. Well, we'll see. I don't know who's made it. I am interested to try that fragrance we've been talking about that we don't want to tell anyone. The Serge Lutens, the Sheldrake, yes. Not the Serge Lutens, the Sheldrake. Écran de Fumée, another on-point fragrance name from Serge. He reposted it on Fragrantica. Reposted it on Insta. I bought lately a Iquitos for $300, says Bella. Good Lord, that's a lot of money to pay for a Iquitos, mate. Although it's better than most $300 fragrances now, so in that context, it's actually good value. How long has it been? 15 minutes. We'll give it another 5 minutes and then we will start unboxing, discussing, doing all sorts with this this little haul that I have managed to hoard. Someone recommended me Elvis by Elvis Presley. They said it smells like Balenciaga Pour On, but made before it. Goodness me. At least 30 bottles. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but one of them's for someone else. I tried Acro Haze today. It doesn't smell how it suggested. Nice woody mint, but that's exciting as it gets. I had the Acro sample set and I sent it to someone. I can't remember who. I would buy the ink because there is a lady with a nice bum who works in the local department store who told me that I smelled really lovely in ink by Acro. You know what I mean? They're a tough sell apparently because they're a little bit too... What are they a little bit too? They're a little bit too niche. You know, they're trying to smell like something else. They're trying to smell like something that smells like something that smells like something else. You know? They're like a brand that like mimics things. So, I don't know. Rich, you horny bastard. It's a tremendous arse. It is very round. So you can get her? I would like to, but I don't think so. I don't want to be going into a place of work and making it weird, do you know what I mean? Plus she is sound. So it's strange territory, that, isn't it? You know what I mean? I don't want to be coming onto a person who I've got a decent relationship. Like, I've got a good relationship with her. When I see her, I talk to her and she's good crack. And we'll talk about perfumes and we'll just talk about general stuff, but she's a sexy girl. Very much. And I don't want her to be like, oh God, I don't want it to be like an awkward situation when I walk in, you know? Because some people go to work to get away from shit. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think I might just leave it alone. If I saw her outside, I'd be like, hey girl, want to come and drink some tea? Maybe an exquisite biscuit? You know? Want to smell these vintage perfumes I've got? They're in my bedroom. No. Well, I think we've discussed this before. I think it's probably best to leave that one alone. Like I say, I don't want to make it weird, because she is sound. I don't want to, like, there's nowhere to run when you're at work. You know what I mean? She can't, like, bear sprays and be like, get out of here, bitch. Ask her out for a coffee. I can't be drinking coffee. The last time I drank coffee, I was throwing up on stream. Essays like to flirt. They do. Some do. I was asking on a first date if she has backup bottles and of what. That's a good point. Dev, how can I message you in WhatsApp? What's your email, says Paolo. I could post his email here if you want, but that's up to Dev. I've got his email, mate. Oh, Dev has sent me the first review on Fragrantica of the new Serge Luton, and it's not looking good, friends. Apparently smells a bit like Overture. Maybe you could be wrong. I could be wrong. Paolo, you have my Instagram, don't you? Yes, you could always talk over there. Having snow in California, says Bel Air Sant. Devagram. Louis Vuitton has a great strategy with their fragrances. Just make high-quality dupes and sell them to clueless rich people, says Spaced Out. It's a fair point. It's a fair argument, you know. There's fucking many stupid people with a lot of money, you know. I happen to believe that when you get to a certain point where money flows easily, like you literally lose your edge a bit, you know. That's why self-made people are so adamant in the way they go about their lives, you know. They've got their process and they trust it, whereas like people who just mince through life and like do like jobs working for other people but make a lot of money, they tend to buy stupid shit. That said, not all self-made people are good with money, you know. I think that's one of the most grating things about living in like Western society, is that like intelligence doesn't equate to money. You know, good choices, good decisions. It's weird. LV Imagination is fantastic for summer, but it's also so simple and no creativity at all. It's really enjoyable. I think those Louis Vuittons smell like focus groups. You know, they're not good perfumes. They're just not. They smell like focus groups. Just boring and middly and all that sort of thing. Fill Your Boots says, I tried Uncut Gem for the first time today. It wasn't that bad, but not going to get it. Fill Your Boots. I disagree. I think it's worse. Excuse me. I've been doing that a bit recently. Having a bit sneeze. There is something getting up my nose. And there's real self-made people, and then the fake self-mades who were built off the back of their rich parents. Yes. Bless you. Thank you, everyone. Rich, still want incense? Opus 6. Well, me and Ramsey have been exploring a house today. I forget what it's called now, but it's like an Italian thing, but it's a bloke who makes guitars from deepest Italy. I imagine with his name, and this is a stereotype and a generalization, but I imagine with his name that he is a Muslim fellow. And he's well into guitars, but it appears, interestingly, that he makes them in the Italian fashion. So Ramsey kind of described them to me as being like a Rige Ladore and Dmitry Bortnikov without any of the really heavy oud, civet, wood, like deep bass rich things, you know, and immediately I was interested. That is an extremely interesting thing. And I saw on his website he's got a Florentine iris, which are beautiful. I remember Enzo Ermengildo Zegna, I beg your pardon. Ermengildo Zegna. He did a fragrance called Florentine Iris, and that was fucking stunning, like. I bought Opium by Charles of the Ritz. I've got two of those. Beautiful. My summer fragrances on Renault Rolly, Portofino, and Tour de Hermes au Givre. I love them to death. He puts basil and tomatoes. Basil. We can't get tomatoes over here at the minute, apparently. Apparently it's been cold in Spain. Well, stop buying them from Spain then, you dick. So there's a bottle of Eau de Campagne, right, for 55 quid on eBay. Nobody has bid on it. 100ml, one spray taken. What do you think, friends? Should I buy it? I've only taken one spray from the bottle and the shower gel is completely unused. Oh, there's a shower gel as well. Good Lord. Why don't you want it? I really like Eau de Campagne. Do you know, I'm going to buy that for my friend. Confirm bid. There you go. What scent, Rich? It is called Eau de Campagne. Gotta leave now. My wife is home. Goodbye, Vic. Have you ever tried Eau de Campagne? Do you like tomato leaf? It's a classic by Sisley. It's an absolute classic. It's one of the fragrances, like Sisley's one of those houses that the women buy their fragrances for when they're getting married. People not knowing Taliban being students. There's a scent called Taliban flower. Good Lord. Shocking how many identical fragrances Jean-Claude Eleanor has made. Yeah, I think he's massively overrated. Joe says, I am curious about Sisley. Shocking how many are, sorry. Always buy. Rich, if I was your neighbour, you would hate me this spring. Gonna wear carnal flower every day. And carnal flower is a monster. Didn't expect it to be this way. I'm curious about Sisley fragrances, says Joe. They're good. They're always good. Aha! Anuj, I got the haul today, Anuj. So thank you very much. Everyone is saying hello to Anuj, as we should. Absolutely amazing. Smells like my grandma's greenhouse, says Pound a Bone. Oh. I'll be sad to see the rotation go, you know. Soie de Lune is a very elegant chypre. I want that one. Anuj, says Dev. Oh. Anuj. Joem Soie de Lune is very elegant. Yes, it is. It is very elegant. All their fragrances are very classically feminine. Oh, I did something extremely silly yesterday. And I bit my own tongue, quite literally. Took a chunk out of it as well. Incredibly silly. I yelped. I won't lie to you, friends, I yelped. It was pain and it was suffering. Seen this Tabac Rouge? Jura Rose wants to know about Tabac Rouge. I think I found out why I can't wear amber or sultan. Too much oregano on my skin. It does have those herbs at the top. It's very herby, you know. Do you still have the chunk? What chunk? No, sorry. No, I don't have the chunk of me tongue left, sorry. I could have put it on eBay, raised some money for the cat. You know what I mean? I went and saw the cat. I went to Richie G's house on Thursday. His wife cooked a dinner. It was absolutely glorious. Hello, Fosco. But yes, I had to pay a lot of money for some tyres today. I had to pay a lot of money for some tyres, and then the car's going into the garage on Monday because it needs a turbo. So I hope that's the end of my woes with this car. It's had some pretty big fucking problems sorted on it. It's had the fan belt, I think. Your tongue is the fastest healing thing on your body. That's true. Strange, that, isn't it? But it is true. It's extremely true. 2 days ago, someone was faster than me at grabbing vintage Knees 10 Golden Edition. Oh, no. Bid to win? What? Oh, thank God. I got another. I thought somebody had outbid us. Good Lord. I'm not paying more than that for it. My friend's helping us with something as well. She's helping us fill out a form, so I'll give her that as a thank you. And I was very surprised when I saw the 2 Les Abstrais samples in my shipment. Now I'm doubled down on those scents. Yow. I've got to pay Anuj at some point. But I know Anuj, hopefully he'll give us a few weeks grace. Not that long though. I don't like having bills hanging over us, you know what I mean? That's why I don't take out subscriptions for things. You know, I don't like subscriptions. I don't like things coming out every month. I hate that shit. It's fucking awful, you know? I would rather pay a year in advance. I would rather pay a big chunk a year in advance, right? And then just pay that, and then I don't have to worry every month about, someone, nibbling away at the money. It's I just hate it, you know? It's an absolute kick in the tit. Oh. So, shall we now, friends? Now we have close to 80 people. 38 people. Jesus. That's inflation. Now we have this amount of people here. Shall we? Thinking of buying All Souls Mythique. Any reforms? Possibly. What's this? Why are people saying yes, please? Joe, I was ready to pay 125 euros, but luckily a friend will find me one in Germany for just 70. Rich tooting his own horn. Ah, yes, unboxing. Shall we, friends? We shall. We shall. Okay, I'll start with the backups first. There's only 5 fragrances here, and 2 of them are backups. Or 3 of them backups. Not to worry. Anywho. Right. So. First off, I bought myself, as you can never have enough. A few weeks ago, I say a few weeks ago, it was a couple of weeks ago, I went on a bit of a panic buy for this fragrance, and this is part of that. This is Paco Rabanne Pour Homme, bought from Deepest Anuj. This is one of my favourite fragrances. You can expect to see this a lot in the coming months. This for me is an all year round fragrance. I think you can wear this whenever you want. I think that it is a classic, and in the older versions of this fragrance, it is almost unparalleled. It is almost unparalleled. This is, I think these are 90s bottles. And whose are these 90s bottles? They are old because they've got the raised P. And they've got the raised P. As you can see, these are 60ml splashes, but I'll just decant them. You know how it is. Oh, I'm just going to put some on the back of my hand. I might actually use these as splashes. This has just gone all over the place. Not to worry. Oh. It's so good. It's so good. It's such a good fragrance. Let's have a look. I can never remember everything that's in it. I do get lavender though. And cedar. It's fresh, but warm. Rosemary. Apparently there's no cedar in it. That's strange. I've got the lavender, a bit of rosemary, geranium, some honey, definitely some honey. It's absolutely beautiful. Some clary sage and rosemary. I've got my bottle that I bought from Mr. Smelly years ago still, which I am still working my way through. I have all these vintage Pacos for a good reason, because I don't want to run out. Here is my Glancoire. I want rid of that, if I'm honest. I just want to try and use that up before Wednesday. Here is my... This is not the bottle I bought from Mr. Smelly. I do beg your pardon, but this is the one I'm using at the minute. I think that's an early 2000s. Well, God, this is so... Paco Rabanne's so nice. Apparently, Anusia's got loads of these as well. So, if you want a 60ml splash, they're not expensive, and it's a quality fragrance. It's a lot of fragrance for the money. Yes, I do wax lyrical about this. I love this little bottle. It's a little 50ml. 50ml spray, but 60ml splashes. How's that? That's weird. Anywho, back you go. This is a fragrance like Smolto that just stays in the rotation year round, if I'm being honest. I never banish this. Oh, there's Bert Danson as well. To me, that is very much an autumn perfume. Oh, don't fall, Coco. You silly old meth. Anyway, these were the first of my latest haul from Anouge. Second backups. Second backups are... Has the reformulation killed it? The latest version's absolutely shocking. But up until like 2000, 2005, it was good stuff. Any with that raised P on it is great. Like, but not to worry. Next, another backup of a vintage. And I love this bottle. Mainly the colour of this bottle, and it is Herès by Hermes. This is a fucking wonderful iris, and it says on the back, I've removed the tester sticker because I like to when I can. If you can't, then it stays on, you know what I mean? But It says, I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't because I'm blocking the light. Can you see what it says there? Soliflor iris. That's what it is. It's fucking iris. It is an iris and very little else, mate. It's a beautiful thing. Dev says, yeah, I'm really enjoying the Caron pouring on at the minute. And I think Anuja's still got vintage bottles of that. And they're not expensive either. So maybe he'll send you one, I don't know. If you buy one, he'll certainly send it. Prodip says, what's the most effective way to apply splash? I feel like there's a very obvious answer to that, if I'm being totally honest. You splash it on, mate. You know? You splash it on. Filippo says, love Sport to Paco Rabanne too. I've got a bottle of that, but it lives firmly in the spring and summer rotation. Has anyone tried the new Caron? Apparently it's really good. Hello, Rachel. I was talking to Rachel earlier. Rachel and Margie. No Argie. Richie, Margie. Haris. Yes. Yes. Haris. It is what it is. It is iris. And very little else, mate. I mean, it's got a note pyramid, but, I mean, if I'm being honest, you don't really get much else from it. Maybe it's a bit of the carnation. You know? Let's have a waft, shall we? Let's have a waft. Not in the loft, though. Just a waft. There we go. Oops, sorry. Oh. Oh. You know how some irises are like melancholic? This has got that kind of edge to it, but it's not profoundly sad. It feels like it's got the full palette. You know, when people say somebody's got the full palette of emotions, they can be happy and joyous, they can be angry, they can be sad. Christoph, welcome, my friend. Where have you been? I have been worried about you. I was going to email you. Are you all right? What was I going to say? Yes, back to the Haris. Haris has got this ability to, like, you could wear this. You could wear this whenever you wanted, especially this version. I think the latest version's not too bad, actually. It just doesn't have the performance this has got. It doesn't have the lasting power. It doesn't have the push. But as happens with in-house perfumers and perfumes, the in-house perfumers at Hermes have done a really good job at maintaining the fragrance and not bastardizing it. You know, the only problem I would say is that the modern stuff doesn't have the graft, doesn't have the push, doesn't have the stance, the depth, you know. And it's extremely haughty, as Rachel says. It is haughty. It is a little bit standoffish. It's a little bit, don't get any closer. Oh, Paolo. Looks like Paolo sat on his phone. It's, oh, this Paco Rabanne pour rum's astonishingly nice. Speaking of emotions, people can be... Christoph. Speaking of emotions, people can be Christoph too. We'll be travelling to Taiwan in June. I'm jealous of you. Ooh, someone's going travelling. But yes. Haris by Hermes in the old bottle. I fucking love this bottle. The color of that bottle, the camera doesn't do it justice. The camera doesn't do it justice, like, at all, you know. Filippo, thank you very much. You are very kind. Filippo has donated coffee. I will be replying as soon as the stream is over. Such a beautiful bottle. The color is glorious. You've lived in Taiwan. Oh, sorry. I'm not following the conversation. I'm talking about perfume and trying to talk to other people about normal life as well. God. Oh, Haris, try the one that's in the shop. If you like it enough, try and get a vintage. If you can't get a vintage, just get the one in the shop. You know? Not bad. I think you can still get these, like, normal level... these normal level Hermeses at discounters, you know. I do beg your pardon. So, next. Next we have a new fragrance to the collection. And it is an old fragrance. Because of course it is. But I am extremely keen to try this. This was released in 1983. There is no perfumer that I can find, but I am extremely excited. I'm going to spray some on before I show you. Anuj, do you know how old this bottle is? Oh. And here we have it, friends. This is Missoni Uomo. This is deep, deep in Ramduck's territory, you know? So you are liable to bump into a ram or a duck when you waft this, you know? It's stood up beautifully. The top notes are the lemon, the juniper, the bergamot, the basil, or the basil. It's very early 80s, musky, incense, vetiver. It's got that oak moss, vetiver, greenness. You know, very complex. You know, this would be great in spring, which is when I'm going to wear it, I think. But it's got depth. It's got, like, leather. This bottle's from 1983 or 1984. Are you sure? Mazzoni Wave is Ramduck fave. Is he trying to take the Michael out of me? Oh, this smells like almost like it's got a bit of mint in it. But I can get the carnation. I get the oak moss. I'm still getting the top. The top's beautiful. The lemon in this is blended in very nicely. It's not, you get the hint of the lemon. You get the idea of the lemon. You get the lemon, but not in your face. You know? That's the worst kind of lemon. Lemons in your face. Lemons in your mouth is the worst, though. Ain't nobody got no time for lemons in your mouth. Leather. I'm getting more of the florals now. I'm getting some cedar as well. Vetiver, oak moss. Getting the greenness. It's a beautiful thing. The logo looks like it belongs on an oven. Yes. That is a very good shout, Nick. It does look like it belongs on an oven. Oh, great, says Dev. Rachel, is that the one Look at Turing gave 5 stars to? There was a Missoni for women, which Look at Turing gave 5 stars. But yes, so this is a Missoni Womo. It's a big unit. It's a big bottle, that, you know. Maybe I should have got the smaller one. Rich, can you suggest me a decent alternative to Polo Green Warner Edition? Polo Green Cosmere Edition. Have you tried that? This Missoni wouldn't go too far amiss, actually. It's got that kind of green, dry thing going on, you know. You want something with pine. I was talking about something the other day. Me and Eugene were talking about it. On the top 10 leathers. Where's my book? There it is. Oh no, there are letters on my book. And it wants to fall off. There we go. Tamdale. Gucci Guilty Absolute. I don't know that would be. Bellamy. Bellamy would be a decent alternative. Basile Womo. Jules. Mikasa. Mikasa's probably harder to find than the Warner version of Cosmere, but it's certainly is an alternative. Very piney, very dry. Excuse me, Zhao Longbao. But I'm not sure now. I want to look it up. Pine is my favourite note, says Filippo. I like pine resin. Pine can go different ways. Pine can do some foolishness. You know, it can go very dry. It can go very dry, very austere, very musty, very dusty, you know. Or it can go fresh, and it can be green, and it can be I think it's become ubiquitous. No, it's become ubiquitous is the wrong name. It's become synonymous. It's become synonymous with like late 70s, early 80s perfume, though. You're liable to smell like someone's granddad. Oh, this fucking... It's glorious. Like, both of these two are very nice. The Paco Rabanne Pour Homme and the Missoni. I haven't sprayed the Heris on myself, though. We shall move on. Okay, so I've got a bottle of this for me and a bottle for Dura Rose from Anouge. And this is a genuine unboxing, actually. I wish Dura Rose was here because I'm about to try this for the first time on stream. In fact, I'm going to text him. Where are you, Dura Rose? Oh, he hasn't even looked at the messages I've been sending him, the little shit. I am about to try... So, I'm trying to summon Dura Rose. I spoke to him, so you know he's busy. The pervert. Pradeep says, I'm looking for a pine forest fragrance, excluding those overpriced American cooked stuff. Pine forest. Pine Forest. Feel an Agile. Feel an Agile is probably the best pine forest fragrance you're going to find. You know? Have you discovered anything interesting lately? Yes. There are some, what are they called? Strange Love. One of the Strange Love interests me greatly, but the price is perverse. Unum. I bought a bottle of Unum Laus, Lavs, but pronounced Laus, or Laus. I discovered this, Melt My Heart. Yes, that's right. Too expensive though, silly price. I highly recommend that Filippo Sorcinelli though, the Unum Lavs, if you like incense. I'm on a bit of an incense thing at the minute. Buy 5 backups of M XXX. No. Has anyone tried them? Tried what, Fernando? What has anyone tried? I don't know, maybe. Was 2 Wishes, 1 Money Dilemma. Sturgis by Otto Parisi versus Amouage Overture. Man, I've tried Overture. I wasn't huge on it, to be honest. Fragrance Journey. Welcome. It has been too long, my brother. How are you? I hope you are keeping well. Bindebol is nice. Does anyone get a feminine vibe from pouring on? Yes, I don't like it. It's too powdery. Been taking a break from YouTube. Gonna get caught up on your vids. No worries. Just as long as you're okay. There are 56 people watching. At one point earlier, there were 62. How? I haven't said anything particularly interesting or controversial or silly. You know, this is kind of what I do every week, yet I've got 56 people watching. Welcome to you all. Say hi. 55. Somebody just walked out. It's like one of them quantum particles. As soon as you acknowledge it, like it stops, like it disappears, you know? Excuse me whilst I hydrate. If you would care to like the stream, or leave a comment, or if you would care to... what's the other one that people say that you should do? Fuck knows, I can't remember. I can't be asked. Hi, but stop counting us. It's Renata. Hello. You know what time it is, Rich? Good night, my friend. Good night. Good night, Christoph, mate. I aspire in my life to have the healthy sleep patterns that Christoph does. That man has got it sorted. Absolutely sensational. Rich, we're using your stream to chat. You're not really what we're here for, innit? No, do you know what it is? It often feels that way. I'm happy with that. I'm all right with that. I'll just sit here and witter on about perfumes, you know? Yous can all just chat amongst yourselves if you want. It's calm, innit? Benji says, scent of the day, Amouage, beloved woman. It's Ramsey's fault. He made me buy it and it's glorious. Oh, nice. Jura Rose is wearing Tabac Rouge. He has finally turned up. Ducks a review. Ducks are 5 stars. Absolutely. Very nice. Ugh. Anywho. Hello, everyone. Right, now Jura Rose is here, I can finally unbox the last fragrance. The last fragrance from my vintage haul. And it is a vintage. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. This bottle is Valentino Uomo. You what, mate? How? What is this? What is this hocus pocus that I have struck you down with? Eh? How is this a vintage? Well, friends, it is a vintage. It is a vintage because when Valentino Uomo was released, the license was held by Antonio Puig. Then it was bought out by L'Oreal. And if you know anything about L'Oreal, you will know that that is where perfume goes to die. They didn't kill Thierry Mugler, but they killed the brand. They certainly killed the Amen line. So I went out and I got myself, from a Nuge, a bottle of Antonio Puig's Valentino Uomo. The reason for this is Dura Rose. Dura Rose going on about this fucking fragrance for fucking ages, saying about how good the Puig version is and how shit the L'Oreal version is. And I have absolutely no fucking doubt in my mind that that is utterly true. So here we are, friends. Here we are with a bottle of Antonio Puig's version of a Valentino Uomo. I wonder if Dura Rose would like to drop some knowledge in the chat. Rich, that one I love. One that I love from Unum is Notre Dame. And do you have any more of this one, says Margie Nowaji. 150 mil, you got the big boy. I think that's the only ones he had. But I'd have probably got the big boy anyway, you know. Bobo, where are you? Bob's probably busy. Probably with some Hawaiian babe. Dura, drop knowledge on this fragrance, that's right. So, unboxing time, friends. Here is Valentino Uomo, or Valentino Parfums, and if we look closely, can you see? I don't know if that's going to be in focus, but here, under license from Valentino Antonio Puig, SA, Barcelona, Europa. I think this was released in 2014, I want to say. Let's have a look. We'll just pull up some information, shall we? A Valentino Uomo. I have it. Yes. 2014, it was made by Olivier Polge the year before he went to Chanel. So let's open said box anytime. It's got a little serial number on the little thingy there. That's good. Well, it's got, what we got here, some instructions there. Remove the safety clip before use. Press the top to spray the fragrance. Reposition the clip when carrying. I won't be fucking carrying it anywhere, because every time I carry my fragrances, I fucking drop them. Oh, shit. So, friends, here it is. And I actually got a whiff. That is a big use. Yeah, I've got whiffs of it out the box. Yeah, box smells. There it is. There's the clip, the cap clip. I'm actually going to keep that on, you know. This is the type of fragrance that I would put on like the ground floor and put something on top of it, but just because of the way it is, I'm not going to do that. This is the Valentino. Oops, sorry. Valentino. That's upside down. Cap protection removed before use. No shit. So you've got the Valentino mark on it. Reposition when carrying. I'm not going to be carrying it, you bell. But anyway, let's have a look. Alligator bottle. It's not, it's like one of those things that the goths used to put on their wrists. Do you remember those? Oh, and the goths used to wear those bracelets on their wrists. Sprayer's not bad. 3 sprays. Feels a little flimsy, the sprayer, but it's actually not so bad. Let's have a smell, shall we? This is the one with the tiramisu, is it not? Or is that another one? I think that is another one, actually. Oh, I got some ISOE super there. Oh, chocolate. Bergamot. Big bergamot. Oh, it's fucking nice. Ferragamo, that's right. It's not. I always get Valentino and Ferragamo mixed up. Shit. A little bit dry from the coffee bean. There's a little bit of dryness. I'm getting a little bit of the cocoa. It's very softly used. This has got a massive amount of ISOE super in it for me, though. This is a big ISOE super. It doesn't smell bad. I mean, I got it for a good price, and it is the peach version. Shall I read the blurb? Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Pardon me. Valentino and Puig are launching a new fragrance for men for the House of Valentino, and it has been promoted recently in sunny Venice. The idea was to create a fragrance that would be a classic of the future, aiming at men who strive for classics and like casual style. They select top quality for themselves, as announced by the brand. Valentino Uomo is closely connected with fashion collection Valentino, so Rome was an excellent choice for advertising campaign of the new fragrance. Somebody's put this through Google fucking Translate. Perfumer Olivia Polsch has signed the new creation for Valentino and created it with a traditional pyramidal concept top heart base, where woody notes in the base are particularly highlighted in this edition. The composition opens with bergamot and myrtle, succeeded in the heart by roasted coffee combined with glanduja cream on a rich base created of cedar and precious leather. Valentino Uomo arrives on the market in the beginning of 2014. Advertising face of Valentino Uomo is French actor Louis Garalem. Video advertisement is directed by John Rank, while photos were taken by David Sims. Like I care. How am I feeling about this? Yeah, it definitely smells like Dior Homme. It's Dior Homme without the iris, which is a strange thing to say. It's nice. It's very designery, though. It's got that mid-2010s ISOE super bergamot. But there's something a little bit weird in this, and I can only assume it's the myrtle. All right, it's got this kind of aromatic green, weird, almost indie. I imagine this is an easy wear. It's made by Olivia Pulse, so you know it's not going to turn to shit, which is a fucking boon. You know what I'm saying? You can also tell it's not Olivia Pulse for Chanel. It's Olivia Pulse for Valentino. You know? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. What do you think about it? I bet you'll grow to love that, says Nick. Precious leather. Well, the Royale batches don't have that bergamot or chocolate or coffee, just more ISOE super and a wet iris. It is a weird green note, Margie Noir. And it is very designer-ish. It's better than what, like, the latest designers are, you know? Like Amber Woods and all that sort of palaver. It's much better than all of that, absolutely. Of that, there can be no doubt. But while I like this, I don't love it instantly. I think you could probably wear this in... You could probably wear this in... spring. You could probably wear it in autumn. But I'm not sure about summer and winter. You know? What I'm going to do is I'm going to give Dura Rose the unopened bottle. Right? No, I'm going to give Dura Rose the opened bottle. And I'm going to keep the sealed one. So if I want to sell it, I can just pop it on the market and charge fucking... No, I won't. I won't charge silly money for it. I don't know, I might live with it for a while. It's definitely got more ISOE super in than I am want to experience, do you know what I mean? But that may change since simply I do not have many fragrances like this at all. Like at all. You know? So it's probably a fair shout to keep it and try it. I'm not repelled by it, you know? It's not shite in the slightest. It does feel a bit young for me, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, but then I've got extremely vintage taste, so I don't know whether it... Like, I haven't got anything else like this. I'm trying to think of other things that I've got like it, and I don't. You know? Excuse me. Wow. Those tablets didn't want to go down. So, how would you rate today's haul? Would you rate it highly? Would you rate it lowly? Give me a rating out of 5. Rate my haul. Brilliant minds think alike. Margie is a genius? What's Margie said? No, Dev, you can't use decimals. What's Margie said? Margie's a genius. Might be a grower. Margie green is usually the colour of choice for genius level minds. I wonder if that applies to fragrances as well. You said out of 5, mate. You never specified whole numbers, but fine. 3. I did say out of 5, but I don't like decimals when people do that, you know. Otherwise, I would have made it like out of 100 or out of 10, you know. Margie, you are the rarest, hot and brilliant. Ooh. And Margie Nawaji is hot. She is fine. Rich, check out Louis by Mazzolari, or Mazzarari by Mazzolari. Nuge, have you got any of those? Is that a niche house? 2.8 says Michael John. No, you can't have that. Yes, it is niche. Ah. Let's have a look. Is that Bruno Mazzolari? Oh, for crying out loud, how we? Mazzolari perfume. Mazzolari.co.uk. Oh, there's a woman. No thanks. Do they? Bloody hell, they don't half charge, do they? 125 quid. And the bottles aren't the greatest either. I want samples. Search products. Your search for sample did not yield any products. That's not very good. Perfumes. Let's have a look at perfumes. Perfumes or hashtag perfumes. Let's go for all. Featured, best selling. How do I buy sample sets from Mazzolari? Is it a thing? Is it possible? Can I do that? What's happening? Oh, somebody's been copying and pasting the digits of pi. I think Rich should thank you, Paolo, not for the tongue twister you made him slog through. 6 out of 5, says Jura. Does this say Puig on the label, says Fosco? It certainly does, mate. It certainly does. Pradeep says Mazzolari Patchouli is quite good. Audrey Jane bought a perfume today. She sent me a picture. Yes, it is niche. It's a shame that they don't do sample sets. What are they hiding? Right, I'm off to clean up. Hope to be back soon. Goodbye, Rachel. Thank you. L'Ombre Fauve by Parfumerie Générale. I believe it's available in Les Santos. DJ says, I just came back. Why is there a Valentino Gimp bottle on the screen? I told you it had that goth. It looks like one of those goth bracelets that they used to wear. I got a vintage bottle of this, DJ. The ISOE is settling down a bit now, and I'm starting to get more of the hazelnut and I'm still getting that myrtle, that kind of weird greenness. The bergamot is still most present. It's got a little bit of dryness, which reminds me of amberwood. Oh dear. Oh bother. I'm going to watch some old reviews of this. Pause the stream, Rachel's leaving and I need to shower, says Phil. Quick shower, Phil. The myrtle gives it originality. It is different. It's definitely different. But also the same. I fucking hate that. You know? It's different, but not that different. Like, it has a twist. That myrtle is definitely doing bits. And the hazelnut is giving it this kind of dryness, but I'm getting the hint of amber wood used to create the hazelnut. Not offensive though. I think there's amber wood in the leather as well. Do you get that, Dura Rose? Rich, they sell Mazzolari at a Senza Nobile. Oh, do they really? Thank you very much, Andrej. So let's go to... I've got them on speed dial. I might get a backup bottle of that Iris Sandra, you know, because I've got a horrible feeling they're going to go up in price. I'm sure they weren't 150 fucking quid the last time I bought. That's one of my favourite irises that I might do a top 10 iris perfumes. I don't want to start doing that though. You know, we did our top 10 leathers. We've been planning that for years. I'm quite happy for it to stay that way. Like, I don't want to be doing top 10 patchouli, top 10 iris, top 10 fucking geranium, top 10 amber, top 10 lavender, top 10 incense. You know? God. Top 10 cacao, top 10 ambergris. I'll tell you something, right? That Metropolis by Estee Lauder is absolutely glorious. It's got an absolutely incredible ambergris in it. It's fucking stunning. You have to try Iris Soir. Who makes it? You've told us before, but I simply cannot remember. I need to sign into mine account. The thing is with the Senza Nobile is that when you sign in, you've got to sign in again after like 20 minutes or something if you don't use it. I appreciate the security, but fuck. Modify billing address? I don't want to do that. I'll click on my wish lists. Let's have a look. Healy's Osakura, Almond Jane, Almond Man, Healy Parfums, Cardinal, Tower Sundowner. No, I'm not paying that. Osakuri's not bad. I'll give you that. What's in my basket? Yes, it's an Iris Sandra. What were you saying? Mazzolari. Fragrance. So I've just clicked on fragrance for no reason. That was silly. Oh, is the brand called Mazzolari? Yes, it is. I thought it had a first name. Oh, they're considerably cheaper over there than they are here. Huh, one of them's called Elena. I wonder if it's for thingy. Jean-Claude Elena. They've got a lot of fragrances and they don't have any samples, you know. That would cost a fair few quid, that. Yikes. Louis and Mazzolari. In the end, everyone has to surrender. Top 10, says Pradeep. No. What's up, Abe? Welcome to you, Abe. Abe has a channel now. If you'd care to click on his name, actually, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put the. Where's me fucking? There it is. Abe has a channel now, and he is making content. And he is a good lad. That sounded like a door opening, didn't it? Jesus. This chair needs work. My back needs work. God. I'm feeling it at the minute, like. Abe, you are one of us. You've been coming here for a while now. Your content is not shit. You like decent fragrances. You don't like shit fragrances. You deserve your time and you deserve your link. I hope your channel does well. I should make content someday. I agree, DJ. You should make content. DJ likes some out there stuff, and there's not enough people who are delving into that side and making it public. You know, I still need to send Brooke some fucking vintage samples. I'm a shit for that. Might do a video on Leather Oud today, says Abe. Yes. Is it a considered video? Have you thought about it? Do you understand it? This is what I have. The reason I say this is because this is the problem I have. Why I do so many first impressions and not so many reviews. Because I want to make sure I don't forget to say anything, or I don't find something out after I've made the video. You know? DJ says, I do content on Insta sometimes. Do some on YouTube. Good night, Joe. Thank you for coming. You are most kind. I've got an itchy nose. I wonder why. Has anybody seen that Dava's having some sales? I would like to pump this. Dava is selling some stuff. I think he's got Roger's Oligarch for about $500, like. So Dava will ship to anywhere in the world. Or he'll try, anyway. He's got lots of stuff. I am interested in his Opium Porom EDT, but if somebody else from around here bought it, I wouldn't be upset. I'm also interested in his... he's selling a bottle of Aventus, by the way, for $300, if that's the type of shit you're into, which I'm not. What else? What else? He's got lots of stuff, to be fair. Ask him to send you the list. Your leather video inspired me to wear as I don't wear my loves enough. Do you know, it was really strange when I was knocking up that list and I thought, I've got to put Leather Oud in here. I fucking love it. And then I was just really honest with myself, to be honest with you. To be honest with you, I was honest with myself. And I thought, Leather Oud, I used to love it more than I do now, and there's a good chance I'll love it more in the future. When you've had fragrances for a while, they go round. They go round and round in your rotation. They'll come in and then they'll leave and then they'll be back. And this Valentino Roma was very nice, but it's ISOE super with inflections of chocolate, with inflections of hazelnut, inflections of bergamot and fucking leather, you know. It's a big ISOE super fragrance. 6 sprays on chest deep at work. It's a wool sweater. It's like a wool sweater, yes. I need to find a pre-2017 Aventus. I've been craving it recently. I've got one. Actually, I've got two. I sold one to someone who then promptly used about 15 mil and sold us it back. And then afterwards, he turned around and said, oh, can I buy it back off you? And I said, no. Unlucky. Don't take the fucking piss, you gimp. Mine now. Nick says, Rich and all, have you tried both Davidoff, Good Life, and Dior Dune Porom? I have both. I have both of these fragrances. Are they similar? In vibe, yes. In smell, not hugely. Good Life, I'm actually trying to sell a partial of Good Life if anybody's interested, because I don't wear it, although I do think it's really nice. It's like a lime It's like a lime kind of... I've got it over here, look. Where is it? There it is. Look, there's your Good Life. I'm getting the fucking designers out today. This is Davidoff Good Life. It's like this creamy lime. It reminds me of... Do you know Twisters? Do you know Twisters by, like the ice creams? It's like one of those. I just got a decant. I'm fed up with the fruity sweetness and Aventus, to be honest. Yeah, shite. Enjoying wearing Oud Ispahan. I actually prefer Oud Palau by Diptyque. I think it's stronger. I think it's what Oud Ispahan was the first year it came out. And now it's not. Ow. You know? Oh, Paolo, another quiso. Paolo says story. Barbershop in New York burned down. They captured the smell of burned lavender, shaving cream, tonics, mint toners, and put it in a bottle. I'm aware of this. I'm aware. I think I've smelled burning barbershop before. I wasn't huge on it. Like, I like my lavenders to be pretty normal. Well, fucking hell, I say normal. I like my lavenders to be... I don't know, I just didn't enjoy it. I've got smalt to pour on for a smoky lavender. You know? And the smoke comes from the oak moss. Smoke moss, if you will. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. It was delish. If you like amber and labdanum, you will enjoy. Burning was not for me. Conventionally done, says Dev. No. If it's going to have smoke in it, I want it to have... If it's going to have smoke in it, I want it to have... the smoke brought by another note that isn't smoke. Like a smoky oak moss. You know? That's how you'll get a smoky... That's how you'll get a smoky lavender pastas. But anyhow, back to Good Life by Davidoff. I'm going to spray some on. Bottle's a nightmare, like. It's a good thing I've got big hands. It's a really nice early 2000s designer fragrance. It's green, it's clean, it's got this... It's got this... floral, fresh kind of thing going on. It's so pleasant. It's got a bit of fig leaf, but it's not a fig. For me, this isn't a big fig leaf perfume. For me, this is much more like lime and like creamy, floral, slightly warm. Because I think it's got something like it's not coffee, man, tea. It's got some like a little bit of darkness from the tea. Oh, it's so late 90s, early 2000s, you know? People definitely smell this and wear this for nostalgic purposes, you know? People definitely wear this for nostalgic purposes. It's really nice. I absolutely love it, but I never wear it because it smells younger than me, you know? I don't want to smell like a... If I was like 17 or 18, I'd be all over this shit. Like, if I was like a younger man. So, unfortunately, it's not looking good. It's not looking good, bruv. Not for buying one, anyway. Well, not for keeping it, I should say. Not buying it. Not for keeping it. Oh, what am I doing? I'm all over the shop. So, friends, that was my haul. Anyway. How did you enjoy it? Rate my haul. Only Dev rated my haul before. I want you to rate my haul. Oof. I don't think DJ is impressed with the haul. Understandable. It's not his type of thing. Stop rating my haul 2.8. Got an evening later soon. I don't know, man. The game bottle kind of ruined it for me. No, I understand. Got to do a psychological breakdown of what made you buy a random Valentino. It was Dura Rose, entirely Dura Rose, and nothing but Dura Rose. You started strong with Paco Rabanne Pour Homme and ended undecided on Valentino Gimp bottle. I don't know. I don't know what I feel about this. Rich, do you have Red for Men by Giorgio Beverly Hills? No, but I do have Giorgio Beverly Hills Special Reserve. Let's have a look, shall we? It's this one. This big unit. Excuse me, good light. You're going back in. Oh. Valentino Uomo, you're going back in. Oh. Oof. Yes. Fragrance Judge scores Mitch 9 out of 10. 9.8 out of a possible 5, says Phil. Thank you. Red for Men is often compared to Patou Pour Homme. Yikes. I'm sticking with 3.612. I'll take 3.7, which will round up to 4. I need to wear VIP Reserve soon. Toxic Pungent Green. Big oak moss, big patchouli, big scratch. Did you hear that? Get in, listen. Fuck off. It is very green. It is very big. It's very oak moss, patchouli. Reminds me a bit of Gucci Nobile, which I'm going to be wearing in the spring as well. I need to whip that out. Got my incense burner holder came in, but because incense from the UK, I know it'll take ages to arrive, so I'm stuck with an empty incense holder with nothing to burn. Oh, truly a modern Greek tragedy. Sounds like Eugene's pop at the beginning of his streams. Do you know what that means? That pop? I know what it means. I won't repeat what it means. The bottle of this Giorgio Beverly Hills is green. How unusual. There it is. There it is. It's not cherries. It's quite the opposite. It's so scratchy, says Paroli. It really is. Not sure I want to know, says Margie No Archie. I'm not sure you want to know. I wonder what Eugene's doing. I thought the GIMP model was black, says Phil. I saw that. Once you pop, it's about the same as what Eugene tells on Fleur de Cassis. You can't stop, says Paula. Is the oh, what's it called? Not Polo Red. Is the Giorgio Beverly Hills Red? Is it hard to find? Is it rare? Is it discontinued? Oh, Fahrenheit, you rascal. Vintage Fahrenheit is fucking outrageous, you know. It's so good. I do love vintage fragrance. It's easy to find, is it? Is there any sort of formulation I should be looking out for? Very cheap. Get it. Sick of Helvetica. I believe it is discontinued now. How long was it out for? Were there any reformulations that destroyed it? Were there problems? Were there no problems? Easy? Oh. I've got cold feet, friends. I'm starting to get pins and needles. Ugh. This Missoni is very vintage. Very vintage. I can tell. It's got that piney. It's not very loud. I thought it would be bigger. Right. Give me a couple of minutes, friends. I'll be back. I am going to dehydrate. Ooh, 33 people watching and 33 likes. We'll like that sort of thing. I'll be back. Don't leave. Or leave. It's up to you. I'm not fussed. Oh. What was it for the window in my room? Where's the letter? Well, I'll go down and have a look later. Oh dear. Sorry, friends. Had to converse with Mother Hen. Oh, I'm in pain. My spine, I've pulled me. Changing tyre, really, if I'm being honest. Jura Rose is watching Netflix and not the stream. Huh? What an evil man. I'm unhappy about that. I'm not actually unhappy about that, I couldn't care less. We'll let him do what he wants. Mama Duck, there was a piece of Lego on the floor. Oh dear. I found a couple of bottles of Escada Magnetism with a fair price. Never had a chance to smell it. Went on a brief research and people seem to really like it. If you found them at a fair price, mate, I would just buy them. And if you don't like it, just sell them on because you make a fortune. Prices of that stuff are silly. I've got a bottle of it. I've got a bottle of it right here. Right here. Oh, fudge. Right here. It's a tester from Anouge. Deepest Anouge. Oof. It's alright. And this bottle is about a third full. I mean, Escada, I remember when they discontinued all the fragrances, there was uproar. I mean, another one of those brands that people get nostalgic for and they want to smell like they did when they were younger. You know? It's okay. It's okay. It's got a cola vibe, bit like M7. Ashton's wife likes that. Oh. Thinking about a blind adventure. Rich calling Jura evil when he snagged the Valentino bottles from under Margie's nose. What are you buying, Fernando? Just give me Amber Absolute back, says Spaced Out. I've got a bottle of that as well. It's alright. It's alright. I'm a little bit peckish though. I might make myself some toast. Amani Privé have a great Amber Accentrico. It is actually quite nice that. I like the Myrrh one as well. Jura Rose is back. He had a shower to wash away his tears. Because one of his favourite fragrances is an ISOE Super Bomb. I love Oud Royale, no sweetness, only woody incense. Gunty, I heard one of your vintage bottles gets sent to a magical reformulation machine. Which one goes? I don't understand. I don't understand the question. I have to get rid of one of my vintages, you mean? And then live with a reformulation. Probably one that's already been reformulated. Stuff like fucking opium or something like that. I'd say Armani Privé has the best sprays, even better than Dior ones. Tear is an ISOE Super Bomb. Or modern. I don't know, because what you're asking us there is, would I just get rid of one of my bottles? Heritage, maybe, by Guerlain. Maybe Heritage. Because Who's telling Paroli? Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't be anything that I actually enjoyed. I mean, I like Heritage, but I don't love it. I haven't touched it this year. It's weird that, you know. I thought I would have. I've only got, 3 days, 4 days of the rotation left. Oh no. Oh. Rich, I hope you get LV samples soon and do a rant on your first impressions video. Oh, fucking hell, they're awful. Dev says, you have answered my question. Thanks. Just read IRA shot a police officer in front of school kids in Omar. That was last week, wasn't it? Didn't I tell you that? That was a while ago. That was like last week, that. Yesterday, yeah. Sorry, friends. I'm a little tired. Yesterday, although your day-to-day must have felt like a week. Oh, God, me fucking back is killing us. Have you smelled Halston for women, Rich? Not that I'm aware of. Goodbye, Fosco. Thank you for coming. I am tired with a Y, because I have been defeated by a tire today, the shithouse. Absolute nightmare. Ugh. Magnetism's nice. It's got that cola vibe. But I don't know if it's that nice. I've only got a partial though, so 70s disco, sex and cigarette, says Paolo. Yes, he had that kind of vibe, didn't he? And cigarette and sex. Rich, any recommendations on a grassy green fragrance? I have Bel Respiro number 19, but I want to try something different from Chanel. A grassy green fragrance. A vetiver? No. Original vetiver by Creed. That smells like genuine grass. Rich, try some oil then, Valentino Uomo. No. It's alright. It's alright. I'm keeping the unopened one though, Dura Rose. Synthetic Jungle, says Abe. You can have this one that I've had a couple of sprays out of. I'm selling my I love it. I know Rich ain't a fan. I'm not a fan actually. I think it's a bit. And there's a place for it in the mall collection, unlike Uncut Gem, which is shit. But I'm very ashamed I don't have Vetiver, even though I have Heritage. Vetiver's lovely. I think Vetiver's twice the fragrance of Heritage, if you want the truth. I much prefer it. Much prefer it. Heritage is okay, but it's not. I mean, it's here. I've bypassed it every single day. You know, bottle's nice. Bottle's really nice. It's really nice. I might wear it in the dying days of winter. You know? VC1XJ. Which can you talk about perfumes by the decade sometimes? Examples of perfume from those decades, like Ramsey does with his. The thing is it's such a massive. It's such a massive job because you've got to get everything out. You've got to put everything away. I could do that while I'm changing the rotation. I'm going to be doing that on stream, by the way. I'm going to do it the same way I did last time. But with the duck touch, more modern decades with the duck touch. Margie, I will, if you request the duck touch, I will give you the duck touch. We will try and sort out some duck touch for you. I can never get enough of 90s lists, says Nick. I've got plenty of 90s fragrances. Don't overthink it, just grab a few perfumes. I'll buy more modern decades. I'll try. Oh shit, I just fell off my chair. I will try. I will try. A couple of years ago, I was going to do when I first started the channel, I was going to do the best of 2010s. But they're few and far between. They are very few and far between. Most of them are niche. You know, it's hardly any designers. If I'm being perfectly honest, my number one would probably be Gucci Guilty Absolute. Because it's absolutely outrageous. It's a sensational fragrance. Very, very unusual. I'll be wearing you again. Might even wear you tomorrow. Actually, I think I've worn you already this week. I try not to wear the same fragrance twice in a week. I don't know if you've ever noticed that, but I try not to. I try to keep it fresh. Balenciaga Pour Homme, I've tried to wear it more. I've tried to wear it at least once a week, Balenciaga Pour Homme, because I've got loads of it, and I need to start wearing it. You know, it's no good just sitting there, is it? And I love wearing it, but I think that might win this year as far as most worn fragrances. I could wear Bois d'Argent every single day until I die, says Spaced Out. I haven't worn Bois d'Argent for fucking ages. I'm going to wear that as well. I've got MXXX covering up my Dior Privés, and it sort of stops us mentally from picking them up. You know? Margie Noir says Gucci Guilty Absolute is amazing. Just got a 50ml this week. Is that the male or the female one? The older the better. Rich, give us different wallpaper when you do live streams. Put in front some of the bottles. I'll be doing that. You will get that. I promise you, you will get that. Next week, next Wednesday, I'm going to do a stream. I'll be doing 2 streams. I'll be doing the stream where I take out all these bottles, and I'll be doing a stream where I put back in all the bottles into from the spring and summer collection. So that'll be something to look forward to, and you will have what you request. If you seek it, you shall find. I'm excited, but I'm also sad. Sad I won't be able to wear Gucci Guilty Absolute for 6 months. Sad I won't be able to wear Balenciaga Pour Homme for 6 months. Queer Canage. I'm going to put Lavs by Unum into the spring and summer too, because it's light enough to do that. I've got a few fragrances which I consider year-round fragrances, you know. Anyone who enjoys scents like opium or Teatro alla Scala should sniff Vintage Raffiné by Hubergon in the Eau de Parfum. Have you got a bottle of that? Have you got a bottle of that for us, Anuj? Male, says Margie. I'm glad you like it. It's so smoky. Paulo Gomez, you could bring the bubbles back. I literally can't. Bye, bye, bye. Yeah, I could wear Bois d'Argent. That would be a signature scent. I've done a video where I did like modern fragrances that I like 10 modern fragrances that I like. I don't know if I've done a signature scent one. I could do that. Oh, Anuja's got bottles. Please keep me one. Do not. Have you got any other vintage Hubagons, Anuj? Anujagont. No, that doesn't work. Sorry. Anujagont. Hubanuj? No. No. Oh. Desirade. I haven't smelled Desirade. I'm not sure if you've heard of it. Which one? Smoky and dry, and I love it. Don't we all? Oh. I am nearly at 1,600 subscribers, friends. I'm going to get a nosebleed. Oh, for God's sake, what's going on here? There are 31 in the chat. And it is nearly time for me to bail, friends. I would love to get a vintage Tabac Blonde. There was one on British eBay. For the floral lovers, Quelques Fleurs L'Original is a must-own. 1912, I believe. Imagine. The modern is a one sprayer for me, says Margie. I'm not big on florals, I never have been. I don't think I ever will be. They remind me of funeral homes and hay fever. Neither of those things I want to be reminded of. Well, friends, it's coming up to 2 hours. And that is my limit. I stretched to 3 hours and 40 minutes the other day for the Eugene, for the love of leather and the love of Eugene. And I was happy to do it. I am a tired man, and it is time for me to make my way to bed. I hope you have enjoyed this stream. I hope you have enjoyed listening to me rant and rave about perfume again for the 122nd time. Paolo says, I am older than you, Rich. Paolo, I swear to you, Paolo, I feel older than you. Yeah, you've got considerably kinder genetics than I do. But thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for liking the stream. Thank you for commenting in the chat. Yes, Duck feels like his perfumes considerably. My perfumes are in considerably better condition than I am. I can tell you that right now. But yes, thank you for liking. Thank you to the people who have donated via coffee. Sorry. And people who enjoyed my unboxing. I'm away to put these fragrances in a place. I don't know what place, but some kind of place. Thanks very much, everyone. I will see you all again soon. Bye.